My name is Tim Turnus, and I am the director of the St. John's Bible Project from Collegeville, Minnesota. The St. John's Bible is a magnificent work of art that was commissioned by the Benedictine community of St. John's Abbey and University in Collegeville, Minnesota. In 1998, to mark the coming of the millennium, the community decided to commission the handwriting of a Bible as it would have been done centuries ago, using traditional tools, methods, and materials, but employing a modern English translation. They would use medieval methods, but it would be a Bible that would last for centuries and illuminate the Word of God for a new millennium as well. The original of the St. John's Bible was made using traditional tools, methods, and materials. For example, the Bible was written using traditional quills and inks. For example, like this. This beautiful black Chinese ink, it comes from the 1870s, and it's hand ground, and it's made of carbon black or candle smoke. It's soot. The Bible was written with a traditional quill, a beautiful traditional quill that is cut from a turkey swan or a goose feather. And the original Bible is also written on calfskin vellum. Now that will always be housed and maintained at St. John's or in museum quality conditions. What you see behind me in the gallery at Rockhurst right now is a full-size, high-quality paper reproduction of the original St. John's Bible. And it's the way that the Bible is allowed to be shared with a much wider audience. The St. John's Bible was never designed to be a medieval book. It was designed to be a Bible that brings the scriptures into the 21st century. And also, by doing that, we also bring in imagery and thinking and understandings and values of the 21st century. And there are several examples of that. For example, on the very last page of the Gospel book, we have a beautiful image of the world from outer space. In the creation story, there is a host of science and mathematics woven into the creation image as well. For example, it's a 7-sliced design, and the first slice begins in darkness and chaos with mathematical fractals woven in. And it moves forward, bringing in images of satellite images from the Ganges River Delta to images from space in the Hubble Space Telescope. And then later on in the Gospel of Luke, in this beautiful imaging of the parables of Luke that are all about loss of and forgiveness, one of those parables includes a reference to the Twin Towers. One of the significant things about a place like Rockhurst University hosting a copy of the Heritage Edition is it allows the St. John's Bible to be shared with a new audience. It also allows people to interact with it very differently than they are allowed to do at home in Minnesota. The original of the St. John's Bible is beautiful, and there's nothing like seeing that. But we do protect it. We keep it in a vault, we keep it under glass. However, the Heritage Edition allows the Bible to travel freely, allows it to be used in liturgy. Guests who were here on Tuesday actually saw the Gospel book being used as a Bible, as a book for proclamation. And as you see behind me, guests walk through and can turn the pages and interact with this full-size volume. It really is a very different experience, and there is nothing quite as powerful